Mayor, please describe one achievement that best displays who you are as a leader.
Well, I think one of my proudest accomplishments is the little things. I mean, it is little things that we empower our youth. One of the proudest things I have, I guess, is that we've been selected by America's Promise, which is Colin Powell's wife, Alma's group that recognizes that one of the 100 best communities for young children. And we've been selected 5 years. We're one of very few communities that have done that. And it's because of the collaboration we have with our school district and our park district and our CDIC and the university and the mayor's office. And so I'm very proud of that recognition of the quality of life. I'm very proud of our youth commission. I was so pleased when they came forward and gave their report last night. And it's like, we used to manage that. Now we have Mr. Duto as the facilitator, and they have accomplished more than they could have done with me trying to direct them. They have just blossomed. So I'm proud to see how we empower young professionals. The mayor's office, the EDC, and the chamber, we all got together, we all put in money for that executive director, and that wouldn't have happened if the mayor hadn't championed it. And I look at how we've changed EDC in this community. We used to be primary sector, jobs for construction. That's not the future, I told them. We invest in our existing businesses, and now look at, we're investing in our young people. I'm very proud of that transition in our community.
So the question is,
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's okay.
Please describe one achievement that best displays who you are as a leader.
Sure. Well, one of the things that I started working on last September, as soon as I was made aware of it, was helping keep the neighborhood schools open on the north end of town. There was a family that invited myself and every other leader in town to come and visit the community that is Riverside. And we saw that there was a lot of young families that were living there that really took pride in the community that they lived in. And they supported their neighborhood school, and I helped. I went to every meeting that they had, and I helped them through the whole process. And I wasn't doing all the work. I think that we worked together, and people came together and did really good things to keep those schools open. And I think this shows a contrast too, because I had the time and I was willing to put in the effort to do this. Whereas my opponent, he wrote a letter in support of the decision to keep the schools open, but it was after the decision was already made. I'm willing to, help make sure that we keep the things that are good about Grand Forks and put the effort in to help groups keep those things going, whether it's keeping a neighborhood school open or something else that's really important to our community. And I'll continue to do that if I'm elected mayor.
This is beautiful because it was the mayor's Near North Neighborhood Initiative that we started investing in our Near North neighborhood by just doing little things. Then people take pride in their community, they take pride in their neighborhood, and then they band together. And Elliot Glassheim was the spearhead because he was his board, and I don't want to be there to overshadow him because I see, like I say, people do better in sunlight. And if I'm there, they're going to say, Mayor, what do you think? Well, it's not what I think, it's what Elliot thinks, and how he can take great pride in what he's done with that neighborhood. If I had been there, he wouldn't have that satisfaction. That neighborhood may not have the satisfaction of all they've accomplished. And it was wonderful when they did the districting to look at the live birth data from Altru that was made available to say this is a viable, growing neighborhood. And so I'm very proud to be part of it. It was the mayor's Near Neighborhood, Near Northside Neighborhood Initiative. Now we're going to do the Near South Neighborhood Initiative.
I think we really should be proud of what work we did in the Near North neighborhood, but I think that it's important to point out that that work is not finished. And unfortunately, we lost a huge grant from the Knight Foundation, partly because our goals were not aligned with what the grant was asking us to do. It was asking us to increase the amount of home ownership in that area, and we failed to meet the goals of that grant, and so we lost a great deal of money over there. And still, we have a lower number of students in that area, and like I was pointing out before, that's largely in part due to the fact that our growth has come from UND college students, which are moving into those homes, not because they want to live there, but because there's no other place for them. They would like to live in an area that's dense and mixed use and is honestly more financially good for the community and for the city. But we're not providing it. And that's something that we do through planning and zoning by putting together the right zones and putting together a long-term strategic vision that's going to help keep our neighborhood schools viable. And that's not something that's happened. I think that's something that I will do if I'm elected mayor. Thank you.